So, welcome to this week and this Monday morning and this time really that we have together to practice presence, to just have a space to what we call practicing the art of being, really about stilling the mind and opening the heart and just practicing and cultivating those qualities. And today we'll do some mindful movements. And this, for me, is really a key in the practice to bring the mind into the body and into movement, and thereby also to bring it more into our lives, into everyday life. So this is really the invitation for today. I'll guide us through some simple and gentle movements just to increase that sense of presence to start the week. The theme is embodied mind. So before we start, I'll just share a few words about this theme, because sometimes it's easy to forget in this digital world, that we are actually embodied beings, that really our body is like the substrate of our mind, that the mind is embodied, and it is through the body that we can also experience life. So I think, as many of us know, it's easy to leave the body as soon as there is some kind of stress response or some trigger, something's happening, and we get into more of a mental world of cognitive or planning or stress response in worrying and rumination about the past and so on. And really, the key is to allow the mind to come into the body. This is really the key in mindful movements, and also in any type of conscious movement practice like yoga, or what I teach and practice most is qigong and neigong, is really rich traditions that is about the physical body, but it's also about the energy body and with the awareness, and it's ultimately a spiritual practice. But really, on at the core of it, or the key, maybe like we could call it the secret of these practices, is to bring presence into the movement, to let the mind be part of the movement. So as we move today, the goal is not to do the movement in some particular way, to achieve some kind of external posture or how it looks from the outside, or to become very flexible, or to do some kind of movements mechanically while the mind is elsewhere. The magic happens when the mind and the presence, the awareness, is in the body as we move. So this is really the practice and the cultivation of embodiment. That's really what it's about. So actually, to start with, I invite you to just lift your hands a little bit, and we start to rub the hands. Just to start, you can just rub the hands and be conscious of your breath and just relax, soften the body a little bit. No need to be serious, maybe a little smile on your face, just rubbing the hands. Just to feel that friction in the palms, maybe some heat generation. And then to take the palms and open and close them like this. You could do it fast and maybe a little forceful almost, just to awaken the hands and the arms, but stay conscious with the breath also. It's just to get started a little bit, just a little exercise, a little practice or experiment that we're doing. You might start to feel some tension in the lower arms, in the muscles, but just keep going for a little while. Just breathe, opening and closing the hands, and then continue rubbing for another minute. Just feel that heat and that friction in the hands, in the palms. Just keep going for a little while. Now from here, I invite you to just let the arms rest in your lap. And if you like, you can close your eyes and just let the awareness now come to your hands. Just feel the aliveness and the sensations in the hands. This is the magic of almost like the mind is soaking into the body and taking the shape of the hands. It's a practice of embodiment, that where the mind goes, the energy flows and neural connection grows. This means the brain is plastic, and wherever we rest our attention, we also nurture that capacity to be in touch with the body, to move away from fight and flight. And it's like nurturing a relationship. Like with any relationship, it's about spending time together, listening to each other, enjoying each other. So it's not about having a certain agenda or trying to force the body in some way. It's more about letting the mind actually come back home and rest in the body. So before we move further with the movements, maybe just scan gently through the body, making the body comfortable. Maybe you're sitting, and just bring awareness to the face. Just gently scanning through and inviting a softening, maybe in the area around the eyes, letting the brow be soft and the eyes just rest in their sockets. Releasing the jaw a little bit and the mouth. Any unnecessary tension can just go for now as you bring the mind through the body. Maybe take a few deeper breaths and just on the out breath, inviting that relaxation, softening down through the body, relaxing the shoulders. Feeling that chest, the diaphragm. It's like inviting the mind and the breath all the way down to the belly, to the abdomen. Just like saying good morning to the body. And you can also do that in any way that feels right for you. If you'd like some particular movement right now, or maybe place a hand somewhere on your body, just as a way to say good morning. Maybe you can start swaying a little bit side to side, just tuning into the spine. It's like often in the traditions they talk about the spine like a snake, and it's like this gentle, soft and flexible, inviting those qualities into the spine. It's easy that we get tense, or that the spine gets stagnant, that the vertebra starts to stick together. So just inviting that soft movement side to side. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. You don't really need to see me or really care about the outside for now. Just swaying a little bit, like the spine is like a seaweed moving in a stream. Softening also in the shoulders. And if there's tension again in the face, just releasing, relaxing that. Finding some enjoyment in just spending some time with the body. Just easing up and creating some space between the vertebra in the back, in the spine, all the way from the sacrum, tailbone, up through the whole spine, the lower back, mid back, upper back. Even the neck is a continuation of the spine. So inviting also including the head, just swaying a little bit side to side. And breathing. See if you can relax into this moment, this gentle, simple movement, and let the mind and the body be together. It's like a little vacation from anything else, just for this short while that we have to practice. Just invite yourself and allow yourself to put anything else on the side for now. You can always return to it later. But right now, just the body and the mind. From here, I invite you to just tilt your head, so let one ear come to the shoulder, just to create a little stretch here on the side of the neck. No need to force. We don't have any particular destination we're trying to reach. Just listen in the neck as you allow the head to gently tilt and the ear to gently come closer to the shoulder. Just feel that. And then as you come back up, stay with the mind in the neck. Just feel that gentle, soft, slow movement. And then as the other ear come to the other shoulder, just feel the stretch starting to engage on the other side of the neck. Just feel that. And again, slowly coming back up. It's like creating some space on the side of the vertebra in the neck. It's an area where we usually gather a lot of tension, and we can often end up out of alignment because of the neck sitting in front of screens or bending the neck. So just feeling that. And from here, I'll invite you just to roll the head forward like a half circle. So the chin comes in toward the sternum, the chest bone. And then slowly to the other side. We're not rolling all the way back, but just side to side. So the ear to the shoulder, half circle, and then back, same way back. So just continue this movement in your own pace. Just letting the mind reside in the neck and feeling that stretch on the side. And as you come forward, feel that stretch on the back. Maybe you can feel also into your back and into your spine. Gentle movements. Again, listening to the body. And every now and then, remembering the breath. And maybe softening also in the face if there's tension gathering. Just releasing that, remembering it's not so serious. Maybe a little smile. Maybe you can even enjoy spending some time with your neck. And then next time you come down in the center, just stay there for a few breaths. Now feeling the elongation on the back side of your neck. Like the neck is long, the shin comes in toward the sternum. It's now like rolling slowly down, allowing one vertebra at a time to open in the back, which results in this forward rolling. The shin comes in toward the chest bone, and then the upper back starts to bend and roll. Just continuing that roll down, releasing one vertebra at a time. The neck and the head is released. So the weight of the head is supporting this forward rolling. Just feel each vertebra releasing until you're leaning forward. And you decide, you listen to your body. Your body is your guide. My words are just invitations, just to release and hang down over your legs, perhaps, depending on how you're sitting. Just releasing the upper body and, if possible, letting the head just hang, just be heavy, and feeling that stretch on the back of the spine, releasing also the shoulders, the trapezius muscles, any tension, just to breathe with what's here. And then as we slowly start to roll up, again, starting from the base of the spine, one vertebra at a time, starts to open in the front so that the back is now coming back up to straight slowly. One vertebra at a time is rolling up, starting from the base to the mid back to the upper back in your own pace. Eventually, the neck starts to elongate, become longer. So we're opening the spine a little bit on the back, on the front. We'll do that one more time, and you can do it in your own way, in your own pace. So just letting the shin come into the sternum, into the chest bone, starting from the very top of the spine, gentle roll down, feeling as you release each vertebra. Coming all the way down. And when you're there, maybe just taking a few breaths there, letting the head hang and the spine. Just create some space, breathing with your sensations. When you're ready, start slowly in your own pace, making your way back up, vertebra by vertebra. Just feeling that now, checking in with the spine, how it is. Maybe again, some gentle movement side to side. Maybe a deep breath. Moving without destination, without any specific goal. Just a way to checking in with the body, to nurture this relationship with the body, to cultivate this quality of embodiment. And from here, you can lift the shoulders up toward the ears. Just feel that. Maybe create some tension, and then letting the shoulder blades come together on the back, and then releasing the shoulders down, letting them sit on the back. And then again, lifting the shoulders up toward the ears, scapula coming together on the back, and releasing them down. So these like gentle, fluid circles with the shoulders. Just feeling that up, together, and down. Really, the movement is from the shoulder blades, the scapula, rather than the shoulders. Feeling them lift, coming together, then sitting down back on your back. This is a wonderful exercise for loosening up an area where there's a lot of tension often that's gathering. When we get stressed, or when we hold poor posture perhaps, or we forget the body for long periods of time. This is a way to like lubricate these joints in the body, in this area, the scapula, the shoulders, the trapezius. And again, really all that matters is to allow the mind, the awareness, to reside in this place of the body. Doesn't matter how the movement looks or the range of movement that is available to you now. The important thing is just to listen to this area, to let the mind kind of soak in to this place, and just to receive the body, to listen. The body is constantly sending signals to us. And rather than suppressing or repressing them or ignoring them, we're now listening. It's like telling the body, like, I'm here now. I'm listening. We're facilitating this process with the movements, just letting the shoulder blades move up, breathing, feeling that tension, bringing the shoulder blades together, and then sitting them down, back on the back. It's like also facilitating a posture. The more we spend time with the body, the easier it will be for us to remember the body, so we can hold it in a more helpful way as we move through the day. So just one more circle here. And really then releasing the scapula down on the back and just letting the shoulders rest away from the ears for a moment. Just breathing, feeling the effects of that opening. Also on the front side of the body, the chest bone. And again, you do the movements you need to. You feel free to take care of your needs and your body. My words are just invitations. So from this place, we can lift the arms up just to create some stretch in the side body and try to release the shoulders. So we don't want the shoulders to come up to the ears, but really, again, keep that release on the scapula. And from there, straighten the arms. And to feel that whole length of the side body and the spine. Just breathe with this for a moment. And then you can let one of your hands fall down. Just feel that movement as the hand is moving down through space. And you can place that hand just on your waist or on your hip, and then start leaning over to that side while remaining straight with the other arm. Just don't need to force it here. It can be a very small movement, but just feel that the side body engages and let your mind listen to that stretch. Just feeling that all the way from the hip up to the side of the neck, up to the fingertips, and slowly coming back to center, and then releasing that straight arm, tracking the hand as it moves through space. So we're conscious of the transitions of the movements, not just the end result of the movement. And then we'll lift the other arm. So same on the other side here, and tilting over to that side and letting the mind listen to the stretch that's created on the side body, perhaps also on the neck. Breathing back to center, releasing the hand down. And just to end this little sequence, we're going to lift both hands up to the side. Palms are facing up, just lifting the hands up and then folding the hands in. And then palms facing down, just move them in front of the body down the center. This is a common exercise also in Qigong practice that has a lot of layers to it. But again, the core is just to be conscious of the movements. It's not any mechanical movement. It's an invitation to listen with the mind, the palms moving, the stretch of the arms, and also inside the torso, especially as we move down, perhaps breathing out and feeling that like a lid sinking down through the body, through the torso. It's a grounding exercise also. So breathing in as you lift the arms, and breathing out as Awareness sinks down through the body, through the torso, to the belly, to the seat and the ground. Just a few more in your own pace. Maybe one final. And when the awareness and the hands come down to the base of the body, maybe you can just rest them there for a moment. Just feel the breath, feel the effects of this little sequence, this movement. Just allow the body to breathe. And perhaps if you'd like to set some intention maybe to what you'd like to bring into the day, into this week, or into life in general, the invitation is to do these gentle little reminders, to let the mind come back into the body in order to move away from fight or flight and to nurture this relationship with the body.